Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Happy Friday, one and all. It's time to rock, and it's another Friday night, and we all meet right here to do exactly that. We rock because we are family. At the top of the hour, we went back to 1987 to the self-titled album from Whitesnake with Crying in the Rain, and shortly after that, we went back to 1990 to the album Cherry Pie with Warrant and Uncle Tom's Cabin. On the way, we have The Darkness, Black Label Society, and some Guns N' Roses for you, plus an interview with Brad Raudonikis of BlackWidowConspiracy. Right now we're heading back to 1980 to the album British Steel. It's Judas Priest and Living After Midnight right here on Mojo Rocks on KSOI FM.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a first for me, and I've never interviewed anyone in Australia before, but here I am doing exactly that, all the way from Wollongong, New South Wales, just south of Sydney. I've got Brad Raudonikis all the way from Australia, from Black Widow Conspiracy with me. How you doing, brother?
G'day, brother, and hello out there in Radio Land to all around the world from all the way down under in Australia.
Has everything returned to normal in Australia as far as venues opening back up?
Yeah, unfortunately, we're still very early in recovery for the Australian music scene. It's slowly coming together, but we have lost a few iconic live venues thanks to the extended lockdowns, which were necessary in saving lives, but not so for some of the folks paying the bills, if you know what I'm saying. We hope that by summer, Australia will be back on the road to delivering the finest rock acts in the world. So check them out.
Did you guys play any shows during the pandemic?
Well, here's the thing. I myself was fortunate enough not to have gotten it yet. We are almost 3 years in and I'm still free of it, so I'm pretty much convinced masks work, hey. The BWC would not exist in its current form without COVID, so I guess we made the best out of a bad situation. Initially, the idea was for an all-female rock band utilising the songs I had written and my hard lessons learnt in an industry that is basically dead, well, in Australia anyway, to create an Australian female equivalent of Guns N' Roses. Yeah, but then COVID happened and that put a stop to that immediately. Anyway, as I'm sitting at home, my friends who have made it around the world are sitting at home, and I think to myself, why don't we all just do this stuff together online, release it and see what happens? So I dusted off a song that I'd sitting on the shelf, put it out on social media, and suddenly I'm producing it to be released on the Pact of Vengeance soundtrack produced by Len Kabaczynski. I mean, think about it. Len Kabaczynski dug our song and put it in his film. That is just mind-blowing, man. And here we are, and we want to provide music for every film, game, and wrestler from anywhere around the world. That is now our ultimate goal.
Dude, so tell me about the band. When did you all get started?
Well, the initial concept as to how it is now was early to mid-2020. I had a friend, Camila Lario, an amazing artist from Brazil, amazing guitarist, who I met online while I was trying to break into film. I also met up with multi-talented muso Shermel Porter, a YouTube musician, who I met on Twitter, funnily enough, and we got together and produced our first cover, Dalam Nika Fessen by Anthrax. It came out so good, we just went from there. It was a bummer I could not get them on that initial recording of our debut single, but due to a mix-up with release dates, we thought we only had a limited time to produce. I had contacted a few people I knew who could help me out, and through my film class, I got in touch with Jim Minns, whose wife was my teacher, funnily enough. Damn happy we found him, though. He not only got it done on time, but added a whole new depth to the song. Once I realised the mix-up, I decided to fully produce our Anthrax cover and include it as part of our promotional CD release. I mean, these girls are so talented, there was no way I was not letting the world know of them. No way. And now anyone can be a member. No matter what instrument you play, just hit us up. That is the concept of our global band initiative. We want this band to have musicians from around the world come together to create the ultimate rock album.
And what are your influences? Because I totally hear Volbeat and Black Label Society.
It's funny you say Black Label Society, actually. We hope to do a cover of theirs on an upcoming release we just want to do to give more musicians their time to shine that might not get included on our Sophomore effort. As far as other influences, Judas Priest and Guns N' Roses are major influences. The Darkness, a lot of glam and hard rock influences from the 80s. However, as we don't wish to limit the BWC to one genre, we have in fact written what I think could be considered our first pop rock song. And we are dabbling with a lot more piano and acoustic bass material. However, my first love was always hard rock, and since I basically have written the initial tracks, the main influence will be that genre to begin with. However, the sky's the limit after that, or as we like to say in the BWC, no genres, no limits.
And you know, I just listened to your Megadeth Peace Sells But Who's Buying cover just not too long ago, because, you know, I'm a little bit behind the times, but damn, that was great.
Cheers for that, eh? We're actually so proud of that one. We have decided to produce and release it as well. It was simply a demo at first to get the name out there when this all started before the pandemic with the initial concept. But Camilla's rhythm just nails it, and I was lucky to get Australian thrash band Panic, with a K, folks, go look 'em up, guitarist Danny Ritz to do the solos. And when I was sitting in that room listening to him wail on that axe, man, I was like, holy wow, this is like a legendary moment in history and people need to hear this. It really is our first song done with multiple contributors. Paul Barjard from Sweden did the drums. I found him on YouTube. And that is where I thought to myself, why doesn't everyone around the world get together and do this? We have the technology, like that old 70s show says, we have the technology. You know, so why the hell not?
I'll be honest with you, what you guys are doing sounds so awesome. It sounds so fresh and so new. But tell me about the brand new single.
This song we are proud to introduce is titled Comin' to Getcha, and it's our tribute to horror films. And it's an exclusive sneak peek of our debut album. That's right, folks, our debut album, which we hope to get out by Christmas. It is titled "'Tis a Fine Web We Weave" and will feature musicians from all around the world. And if you want to play on this album, by all means, just contact us at BlackWidowConspiracy@gmail.com and join the conspiracy. We don't care what you play, as long as you have something to contribute, you are more than welcome to join the band. Join the conspiracy, folks, for when you are with the Black Widow Conspiracy, wow, 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 your BWC for life.
That's right, folks. Check out Black Widow Conspiracy and their brand new single, Coming to Get You, right here on Mojo Rocks on KSOI FM.com.